Hi, and welcome to Bandaloom. Today we're going to make a Santa hat. To make this hat, we need white and red bands, our hook, and the Bandaloom. To begin the hat, we're going to take red bands and we're going to double our bands. So we're taking 2 at a time. We'll start with 2 and place them on the bottom right peg, moving to the next peg above it. Then we're going to take again 2 red bands and then place them on that second peg diagonally across once, and then we're going to go diagonally across again. So this will start to build the top hat shape. Now we can start to build up. We're going to take our doubled red bands and we're going to go up 4 times. So, 2. And then our 4th. Now we're also going to add 4 to the middle row. Again, always using our doubled bands. And then for our last row, we're going to build 3. Now we're ready to start adding white bands to create the bottom of Santa's hat. To do that, we're going to take our doubled white bands and we're going to go up once on each row. So far, it should look like this. Now using doubled bands, we're going to create triangular shapes, hooking the middle peg and then stretching across the sides. We always want to put the same color over the same color. So white goes on white, red on red. Now for this step, we're going to still create our triangle, but this is a little tricky. We want to really create that point for Santa's hat. So to do that, we're actually going to double this. We're going to twist this in on itself. So I need to pick up the Bandaloom to do that. I'm going to turn it, and I like to brace it with my finger. Don't worry if you lose it the first time. Again, anchor it and then stretch it across. So you'll see now this is nice and tight. Now you can put this off to the side because we're going to build Santa's pom-pom and then the bottom fluff pieces for his hat. To do that, we're going to take, again, doubled bands, and we're going to use our hook. We're going to place the hook through the bands and we're going to wrap it 3 times. I like to use my pointer finger to help anchor the bands as I twist them. So we do this once, twice, 3 times, and then we push it down. Now we're going to take 2 more bands and we're going to hook, and again catching it with our pointer finger. we're going to take these wrapped bands and slide them off and onto our band. And then I push it down. Now we're ready to catch the other side with our hook. So we push it through, catch it, and this will be our pom-pom shape. We place that at the bottom, that first peg we started with, and just move it to the top. Now we're going to repeat, this time using single bands. So we take one white band, and we're going to do the same thing. Wrap it once, twice, 3 times, push it down. Again, taking this time one band, hooking it over, and then sliding it off. And I push it down, hook over, and now we're ready to place. These are going to cover the white portion of our triangle. So we're going to place one here, one here, one here, and one here. So we'll have 4 in total. So we're going to do this 3 more times. I'm going to do this a little bit quicker this time. So we have our hook once, twice, 3 times. Push it down. Single band, hooking it over, pulling the pieces over, sliding them down, catching them with our hook, and then again, we're covering the white pegs. So place it over, so you should stop and check to make sure that your setup looks like this. Now you're ready to begin working. So turn it around. We're going to work left to right. So starting on the left, you're going to reach down to the bottom 2 bands, pull through and over. And we're going to repeat this all the way up. Now notice this one's going to be a little more resistant because we doubled it. If you see, like right now, it's very stretched. You can always go through the peg and just help move it by creating a circular motion, and that helps move it into place. Now we have our final in this row. Now we're ready to work on the middle row. And then we're going to go up our last row. Now you'll notice we've worked up all the rows. and we're ready to begin closing off the hat. To do that, we're going to start on the right hand side, reach through, and remember again, it's going to give you some resistance because we doubled the bands. Pull down and over. And this again, remember I told you if it's giving you resistance like mine is, you can always push your hook through and then rotate around to help loosen up the bands. Now we can bring this loop over. And we're going to bring this last loop, this is the bottom two, up and over the pom-pom. Now we're ready to tie this off. To do that, you push your hook through all the bands, take 2 white bands and hook them over. Then you're going to pull through, catch the other side. Try that one more time. Again, you're going to go through, grab the 2, go up, catch it, go under, and then give it a little tug to tighten it. And now you're ready to remove. To do that, I like to use my hook and push it through to loosen all the bands. And then when you're at this step, you just want to take these loops and you want to move them around to wherever you think looks best. I like to put one on one side and pull one to the other side and then have the 2 ends. Adjust my bands. And there you go. You have your Santa hat.